Biden's deliberate inaction has left Texas to fend for.
Republican Governor of Texas, Gregory Abbott, I hereby openly proclaim that both you as well as Republican members of Congress have subverted the Constitution and deliberately imported slave labor through the Texas border for your own personal benefit. President Joe Biden has placed several attempts at passing immigration reform, including budgets to secure the border, on the desks of Congress, which have been denied repeatedly so that you people may continue to try and put on this show to confuse people through the abuse of rhetoric, while you continue to abuse our rights as the American people, depriving our public institutions which enforce the laws of this nation of the funding which they require to enforce the laws, and thereby have impoverished nearly 50%, if not more, of the American population through your negligence. This is a cohorted and coordinated effort. You guys think that you're going to hide behind the fact that we have lack of statistical data on what you're doing, but I want to tell you right now that the backlogs from the pandemic that you continue to ignore and hide behind are openly available for all to see the impact of the ongoing failure of the Republican Party's perversion of the frailty of our failed and ineffective political system. You guys have been taking bribes directly through the office of Congress. And now you're importing slave labor. It is Congress's failure to act which has caused this. And it is deliberate. If anything is deliberate, it is the actions of you and your fucking buddies with your corrupt activity. Abusing our political system for your own personal gain. Why is it that we have a $500 tax deduction made available for those who own a yacht? A $500,000 tax deduction. When millions of American people are out here struggling to fucking survive and keep a roof over their heads, you people know exactly what you're doing. And by the way, women in the United States are still considered under a form of slavery, and we are not provided equal right to protection under the law because Congress continues to fail the Equal Rights Amendment. You think that you're going to get away with this? You think that we can't see what you just fucking did? This government continues to fail to act in the interest of the general public and the American people. The United States has the most billionaires on the planet Earth because you guys are not only impoverishing the American people, but through your subversion of the law are also perverting the entire global economic system and are impoverishing the world itself. While we are seeing the largest mass extinction event ever on the planet Earth since the dinosaurs, as a result of your corrupt global economic practices. The federal government does not seek to publish any data which may prevent it from engaging in acts in corruption. Congress has absolute power over the United States. The president has very little power over the United States. It is the acts of Congress that has put all of us who are struggling right now in the situation that we are in. You guys have taken away Medicaid from elderly people and people in fucking medical facilities who are in inpatient care. You are attacking and murdering the disabled. Across the nation, it is clearly seen that you have taken the food sustenance away from children and women who do not have equal right under the law to defend themselves. And you know this. You guys have all the fucking data. You are well aware of the backlogs, and you have made no measures to clean this fucking disaster caused by COVID-19 up. You have failed to lack in the interest of the American people. The American government has failed in its ability to respond to a national crisis. What the fuck are you people doing? Women were disproportionately impacted by this fucking pandemic. We have a hard enough time surviving as it is. We don't make fair wages. And you know why? Because it's systematically set up that way. The women that I see out there, when I interact with other women after working 10 fucking years in construction and still not making fair wages because I'm forced to be a day laborer as a result of this fucking system of oppression that you've set up for us. United States federal agencies, which are supposed to uphold the law, all of the laws that are supposed to protect us from harm, being fraud, violence, crime, have not been getting enforced because of corruption in Congress, and this guy, as well as the governor of Florida, are in on it. You may do a decent job at hiding data, Congress, keeping us from knowing what we need to know to fix the harm that you are doing to the American people. But I'm going to tell you right now, for anybody and everybody that wants to start searching the internet on the backlogs through various federally guided agencies, we can all fucking see what you're trying to hide. Anybody out there that's trying to pursue anything, if you're trying to get benefits or fucking take a case to court or deal with, like, you know, employers that are breaking the law, etc., 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 the whole system. It is 2024. The pandemic was 4 years ago. We should not have this extreme level of institutional failure that we see today. We have laws, and we have laws for a reason, and Americans fought and died for the rights that we have today. And by simply deciding not to fund our agencies, using our agencies as a political pawn for personal gain, Congress has figured out, which they figured out quite a while ago, a very long time ago, that they can do whatever the fuck they want to this country so far as what they're doing right now, which is to shut down our entire system of law and induce chaos across the United States, stripping millions of people of their rights. You should be held accountable for the human rights crimes that you're engaging in. You should be sitting in federal prison, Mr. Abbott, along with your cohorts in Congress who are unable to cite even one fucking single source in law. During a staged hearing. This is not what our politicians should be doing. There are people who have been sitting in prison without fair right to trial. You are failing in allowing the laws of this land to preside. You have dismantled the system of law of the United States of America. You and your cohorts. This must end. This behavior is unacceptable. And you're not fucking fooling anyone. How dare you ship in people, human traffic in front of the entire fucking nation so that you may have slaves. Slavery is illegal. We the people in the United States need to collectively organize to ensure our personal safety and security and the rights given to us by the Constitution of the United States. We need to reform this damn piece of paper, the Constitution of the United States, to ensure that there is some form of system of oversight for Congress. Because as of right now, these acts of corruption have no means of accountability within the United States. Nobody holds Congress accountable, and it's about time that we fucking start doing so. We need an office of anti-corruption, man. Somebody needs to watch these people. How is there a yacht tax and you can't even keep track of the national crime rate? No, Governor Abbott, what you did is illegal, and you should be in a federal